Welcome to page setter 9th, 10th. Today topic is polynomial part 1. The poly. We all are aware what is the meaning of the poly. Poly means many. When you go to any of the hospital, you find that there is a polyclinic. The poly means it's many things are there. So the polynomial. Normally the polynomial, you will find that the polynomial, how it is written, you will find that polynomial can be expressed like this. It's a 2x square plus of 5x plus the 3. Correct? The polynomial can be like this. The py. It can be the 3y cube plus 2y. Correct? The another polynomial we can find, it is the pu. Correct? So you will find that it is a u square the plus the 2. Correct? So here we can find that the polynomial is all the polynomials are in the single variable. What is that? In the single variable. In the first we find that is a variable is a x. In the second we find the variable is a the y. In the third we find the variable is a the u. So normally the x, y, z, the u, t, these all are the variable we are using it. And the constant, we are habitual of using the constant normally is a, b, c, d, etc. Correct? So you can use the finger variable, that is x, y, z. Sometimes you will find they are using the t also, and the t, u, v. These all are the variables we are using. What you find here, you can find it here. These are called the terms. Correct? So here there are 3 terms are there. So any of the algebraic expression, you find that if it is added or subtracted, these all are said to be the term. So here what we find, the terms is equal to 1, 2 and the 3. 1, 2 and the 3. Total number of terms are the 3. Now what about the degree? The degree we will see it here. What is the degree? Degree means the exponent or the power of the variable. That is the maximum power. In this case, we find that is a maximum power is a 2. Correct? So the degree will be equal to the 2. In the second case, we find that variable is a y, and we find that the terms, the number of the terms are is a 1 and the 2. Correct? So the number of terms are the 2. Correct? And the degree we can find is a degree is equal, that is the exponent. The maximum power of the variable is said to be the exponent or the power. That is called the degree. Here we find that y has got the 1 and the y has got the 3. So we will take the degree is of the 3. In the third case, we can find the number of the terms are the 1 and the 2. The total terms are the 2. Correct? And the degree is a maximum. The 2 is here. So we to understand the 2 is also a term. So here the u square, the degree is of the 2. Correct? So this I think we are clear about the terms and the degree. The few more example we will see. The few example also the what can be there. So the polynomial, the example can be like that. The example can be suppose the 2x square. This is also a polynomial. If I say the 5, this is also a polynomial. If I say the root 2, the y square, this is also a polynomial. If somebody is writing x square plus the 2x, this is also the polynomial. Correct? The etc. These all are the polynomial. Correct? So this is particular this polynomial where you find that the variables are not there. So you can understand the 5 is means it is a 5 into the 1. So the 5 into 1, the 1 can be the x to the power 0, the 1 can be the y to the power 0, the 1 can be the z to the power 0. So anything this has got the power of the 0 is equal to the 1. Correct? So it can be anything. So this is also the consonant, the constant, sorry, not consonant, this is constant. The constant is a 1 which is having the variable to the power of the 0 which is equal to the 1. We are not in habit of the writing of the power to the 0, correct? We are not writing normally, correct? Then the question comes, the what is not the polynomial? So there are two things are there. The first, if the power is in fraction, correct, then it is not a polynomial. If the power is negative, correct, negative. Example I'll give you. Suppose if somebody is saying 1 by x, it means its power is a minus 1, so they are not the polynomial, correct? If somebody said 1 by x plus 1, it is not a polynomial. If somebody says the power is in the fraction, the power is again power is negative. If somebody says the x to the power minus 2, the x to the power minus 1, correct? So these all are the examples which is not the polynomial. So again I will write in the pair, the if the power is in the fraction, suppose x to the power 1 by 2. If somebody is writing the here like this, it means the x to the power the 1 by 3. So they are not the polynomial. Here if the power is a negative means 1 by x means x square, means it is equal to the minus 2. So here power, so they are also not the polynomial. So there are two cases are there when the power of the variable is in the fraction or the negative, then they are not actually the polynomial, correct? The next is the what is the polynomial? The classification. The classification of classification of polynomial. I will write in the short the polynomial. The classification of the polynomial. There are two ways by which you can do the classification. How you can do it? As per number of terms, correct? As per the number of terms. As per the number of terms, they are of the three types. The first is a monomial. That is a monomial, where there is a only one term. The only one term is there. The example I will give you. Example I am giving. Suppose if it is a 2x, it is a the 5y square. It is a 1 by 2x. It is a only the 2. These all are the example of the monomial. We find that there is a only one term is there. Only one term. So this is called the monomial. The second is a binomial. Binomial means the two. The two terms are there. Correct? The two terms are there. For example, you can see 2x minus 5, or somebody can say the 5y square minus 3. Somebody say 3 by 2 z square, correct? Z square, the minus 1. These all are the example where we find that this is minus 1 and this one, the minus 3 and 5 square. Here we find that two terms are there. So this is called the binomial because it has got the two terms. The third is a trinomial, correct? Trinomial, we find that only three terms are there. Three terms. Example we will see. So what is the example? We can see the 2x square plus the 5x minus 2. Correct? We can see the minus 2. There is a plus 5x and 2x square. The three terms are there. Correct? We can say 3y square, the minus 2y plus 5. We can say the plus 5 minus 2y and the plus 3y. Three terms are there. So this is called the trinomial. So we have understood as per the number of the terms, the polynomial can be given the three parts: monomial, binomial, and the trinomial. The next classification is the as per the exponent or the degree, or the what not you say. So the as per the degree you understood na, degree of the polynomial. The degree of the polynomial, I remember the degree of the polynomial means it is the variable, the maximum power, correct? So as per that also we can divide it. We can divide into the three parts. Here also is a linear. It is a linear polynomial, correct? Linear polynomial in which the degree is 1. The degree is 1. Example I will give you. The example is suppose if I say the 2x, it is having the only power 1, correct? Exponent 1. So degree is 1, correct? There can be suppose the 5y plus 3, correct? There can be the 3 by 2, the z minus the 4. These all are the example where you find that the variable, the maximum power is a 1. So this is called the linear, the polynomial, correct? So linear, the polynomial, correct? The next we will see is a quadratic. The polynomial. The quadratic polynomial, the degree will be 2, correct? 2 will be the degree. Example I will give you. The example is suppose if I say 5x square, correct? There can be the 2x square plus 5x plus 3. Somebody can write the 1 by 2, the y square. This is the y square and the plus the 2 is there, correct? So these all are the example where we find that it is having the power of the 1, the 2 and it is a 0. So the maximum is a 2, correct? Here there is only one term having the exponent or the degree is a 2. There also we find there are two terms are there, but the exponent is a 2 as a maximum of the y, that is y square. So this is called the quadratic, the polynomial, correct? Understood? The next you can see this is a cubic, the polynomial where you will find the degree is a 3. Example I will give. The example is suppose 3x to the power q, or suppose the 5x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 2. Anything can be there. We are bother only for the degree. So here there is only one term having the maximum power 3. Here we have the 1, 2, 3 and the 4 terms, but the maximum power is a 3. So this is called the cubic, correct? This is all about the cubic, right? The next okay, the next is the fourth is a biquadratic. It's a biquadratic, the biquadratic polynomial in which the degree will be also the 4. The example is suppose the 2x to the power 4, or we say the 5x4 plus the 2x plus 3. So the anything can be there. Only the maximum power of the variable should be the 4. This is all about the different types of the polynomial as per the degree. Now we'll see the question. The next is to find the value of the polynomial. If the question is coming, so you have seen the what are the polynomials are there, different types of the polynomials are there, the classification of the polynomial we have seen. Now we'll see the question. So what can be the question? Find the value of the polynomial. The question is the find the value of polynomial, correct? The find the value of the polynomial, correct? The question they have given that says the polynomial x is equal to x square, the minus 2x and plus the 5. The if the x is equal to, they have given the minus 2, what you will write it? So you will put the value of the p, that is the x value, you are going to put the minus 2. So all the x value will be going to change. So it becomes minus 2 into minus 2 the plus of 5. So it is going to become minus 2 whole square is equal to 2 to the 4. It's a plus 4, the plus 4 and plus the 5. So the answer you are going to get is a 4485 is a 13 is the answer, correct? So you could evaluate it or you could find the value of the given polynomial. The next again I'll ask the other question. If they have given the y, suppose if it is given the py is there, the py is a polynomial of the single variable the y. The question is given that is a 2y square minus 37 is equal to minus 7. So what the change you are giving? After is equal to they have put something, correct? So don't worry, you put it in the simple form. What you will do it? You write the py is equal to 2y square minus 3y. That is the question is a 3y. So you put a 3y, when it comes here, it becomes the plus 7, correct? So this you make it the simple. Thereafter, if they ask if the y is equal to 3, correct? 3. So you put the value, the p instead of y, you are going to put the value of the y. So it becomes 2 into 3 square minus 3 into 3 plus the 7. So it becomes 2 into the 9 minus the 9 plus 7. So it becomes 18 minus 9 plus 7. It becomes 29 minus 9. So it becomes the total answer we get it. That is a 16. It's a plus 16. So the answer we got it. So if they ask anyone to find out the value or evaluate the given polynomial, you should understand. You should not get confused. The next term is a fifth term. The up to fourth term we have the four types of the things we have already explained. The next we are going to use the zero of polynomial. Zero of polynomial. The zero of the polynomial, gentlemen, you should understand, is a zero of the polynomial in which you are going to make the polynomial is equal to 0. Means, why do you do it? This is done to find out the value of the variable, whether it is x, y or the z, correct? So we'll see the linear equation. In the linear equation, the standard formula is what is the standard formula? Do you know the standard formula of the linear equation? The linear equation, the standard formula is px is equal to ax plus b, correct? Where the a is a should not be equal to the 0, correct? This is the equation. So I said the value is to be found, then px you will write 0 is equal to ax plus b. So you can write the ax is equal to, when it comes this side, it becomes the 0 minus b. So what you can write? You can write the minus b is equal to ax. So the minus b by a is equal to x, or you can write the x is equal to minus b by a. So this becomes the formula for the linear equation, where what you find, the minus b means you should understand x is equal to, the minus b means it is a minus constant of the polynomial by the coefficient of x, correct? You should understand, because sometimes you will find that the minus b is a constant or the b is a constant in this linear, but b will be the coefficient of the x when we talk about the quadratic. So you should be quite alert that the b is a constant, we are taking minus constant by the coefficient of x, correct? You understood? The next is after the linear also one more term we can understand about the linear, the zero. The how many zero can be there? Since the degree is only 1, correct? You should remember degree only 1. So the this zero will be how many zeros will be? The only 1. means the value of x, that is the value of x will be real, that will be the only one, correct? Only one, understood? Only one will be there, and that will be denoted by the alpha, correct? Is the value will be only one, x will be denoted by the value denoted by the alpha. The alpha will be roots, so the alpha will be the root of that, correct? Root alpha will be the root of this. This is all about the linear equation, correct? The next, okay, we'll see the example. One of the example also we'll see the example. The one of the example is suppose the p into the x, the polynomial x is given is equal to the 2x minus 6, correct? We know the two ways by which we can do it. The one is by formula. The by formula, what we know? The formula we know that, what is that? The x, that is alpha, is equal to minus b by a. The here what are the things are there? The given in the polynomial, a is equal to 2, the b is equal to the minus 6. So it becomes minus 6 by the 2. It becomes the 6 by 2. 2 3 the 6. So you are getting the 3, correct? Sir, you are getting the 3. The other way you can cross check. So you have to make it the 0. So the px is equal to 2x minus 6. To find the value of the x, what you have to do? You have to make it 0 is equal to the 2x minus 6. So you find that the 2x is equal to the 6. So the x is equal to 6 by 2, correct? 3. So x you are getting the 3. You understood? There are two ways are there by which you can find out the value of the x. So the alpha is equal to 3, correct? Here also you got the alpha is equal to 3. Here also you got the alpha is equal to 3. So the both the base by doing of the zeros or by using the formula also you can find out the linear polynomial, the x values, correct? The next is a very important, very important, correct? That will be, okay, that will be the next we will see is a quadratic, very important, because in your syllabus the quadratic polynomial is having the most important. Do you know, gentlemen, the one more thing you should know, the polynomial and the equation, there is no much difference. The anything is written x square plus 5x plus the 2, it is a polynomial, it is a algebraic expression, it is a polynomial. If I write here is equal to 0, if I write here is equal to 5x, if I write here is equal to the bx square, anything if I write is equal to, when we put the is equal to, it becomes the equation, correct? It became the equation, equal. If we put the sign of the equal, we will call it as a equation, understood? So this is the difference between the polynomial and the equation. Now the very important we are going to read, that is a quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial, we know that its standard formula is the px is equal to the ax square plus bx and plus the c, where the a must not be equal to 0, correct? We know their degree. What will be the degree? Again a revision. Degree will be the 2, correct? And the roots are denoted by alpha and the beta, and that will be the 2, correct? 2, that is a maximum. There can be the roots 2 or there can be the 1 also, correct? There can be the roots base x value can be the 1 also, correct? Roots can be the form by making the, okay. So how to find out the roots? The roots also can be find out by the same, in which you have to make it the px is equal to 0. So what you will do it? So it becomes the px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, correct? So 0 is equal to ax square plus bx plus the c is there. As you know, by doing the middle term split, that is a middle term split method, the we can do the factorize factorize by middle term split, then we can find the value of the x. So it will be the alpha and the beta you can find out, correct? That will be denoted by the alpha and the beta. There will be the maximum two roots already I have given you, correct? So this many you should understand how to find out, correct? The formula which we use it in this identity number 4. If you forget, just memorize it. What was the formula? The x plus alpha into x plus beta was equal to x square plus alpha plus beta, correct? Alpha plus beta into the x, and that is a alpha into the beta. So we will not write, okay, you will get the confused. So what I will write? I will not write the alpha beta. What I will say? The x plus a into x plus b, because in the identity they want to use the alpha beta. So it becomes x square plus a plus b into the x and plus a into the b. Understood? This is the formula we are using for the middle term split, correct? I think we understood about the quadratic. The next term we are going to use is a graphical representation. This we have understood the how to find out the values of the x, correct, in the polynomial, the graph of the polynomial, correct? So there is a graphical representation. So the graphic you can say the graphs of the polynomial, or you can say the finding the value of x by the graph, correct? By with the help of the graph also you can find the values of the polynomial, correct? So we will see the first example. We will see the first is a normal the linear polynomial. Am I right? Linear the polynomial. The standard formula we know it. It is a the px is equal to ax the plus b. Okay, we know it the linear. It will be always. What is the beauty of this polynomial? In this, when you find the coordinates you understood. The coordinates is one which is found in the xy plane. Xy plane is ordinates, that is x and the y ordinates is called the coordinates. So you require to find out the values of that, correct? So the linear polynomial will be always it is always a straight line, correct? We should know it. It is always a straight line, correct? The second we should know where it cuts, where the line intersect, where the line intersect x axis, that will be the value, that will be the coordinate. What will be the coordinate? The coordinate will be, normally it will be the minus b by a, that is a minus b by a and the 0. So you can say that the x is equal to the alpha will be equal to the minus b by a. So this will be your answer, correct? If you have to find the values of that, so that is minus b, that is a root will be the minus b, because this is a x value on the x axis, correct? So that is the roots will be equal to the minus b by a, correct? So we will see the one of the example. Normally how it happens, it will be like this: x, the x dash, the y and the y dash origin. So if you draw the, it will be something like that. So this is the point, will be always say the x value will be the answer of the particular this one. So example we will see. The one of the example I am quoting it here. The one of the example is given, the polynomial x is there, which is given is equal to the 2x minus 4. So what you will do it? How to find out? So you have to find the x and y. So what you will do it? First the let. What you will do? The let the px be the y. Then what it becomes? The y is equal to the 2x minus the 4. We will put it in the tabular form, correct? We are writing into the tabular form. So on the top we are writing the x and the bottom we are writing the x. So we are trying to find out the ordinates of the plane, xy plane. So what we do it, the x we are writing suppose -1. The x -1 we are writing, the how much we are getting, you can see it. When you write x is equal to 1, when it is say the x is equal to -1, then what you say, the x is equal to -1, then the y is equal to 2x minus 4. So is equal to 2 into -1 a -4. So it become -2 a -4 is equal to the -6. Correct? So when we are putting the -1, it becomes the -6. When we put the 0, when we put the 0, it becomes the 0 minus 4. So it becomes the -4. So when we put the 0, the y becomes the -4. When we put the value of the 1, you can put the 1. 2 1 that 2 and -4. So it becomes the -2. Correct? So the y becomes the -2. So you will plot a diagram here. How you are going to plot it? In this you x and the x dash, the y and the y dash. Correct? So it will be the 1, the 2, the 3 and 4 like that. On the graph paper you should do it. Correct? -1, the -2, -3, -4. Correct? This is the 1, the 2, 3 and the 4. Correct? This will be the 1, -1, the -2, the -3 and the -4. -4 will go further, -5 and up to -6 is there. Correct? So we'll go like that. So what we'll do it? So we'll go the -1, -1 and the -6. So somewhere it is coming here. So we'll write it is a -1 and the -6. Next we'll go the 0. It's a 0 and the -4. 0 and the -4. So this becomes the 0 minus the 4. Correct? So the x we are going to the 1. Correct? X we are going to the 1. Correct? The 1 and the y we are going to the -2. It's a -2. Correct? We are going the -2 here. So it is a 1 -2. When we draw a line, correct? So it will be going somewhere like that. So can you see where it is intersecting the x-axis? It is intersecting at the 2 point, where the coordinate will be the 2 comma is a 0. The on the x-axis the y value always is a 0. So you get the 2 comma the 0. The 2 is a gentleman is said to be the abscissa and the y is said to be the ordinate. Correct? So abscissa is the 2. So we find that the value of the x is equal to what you find? The point where it intersects, this point is a 2 comma 0. So the here x is equal to the 2. So the alpha is equal to, you get it the 2. By this formula also we can get it, and this way also you can check it, because the here how can you check it? The px is equal to 2x minus the 4, and you know that the alpha is equal to minus b by the a. The a is equal to 2 and the b is equal to -4. So it becomes -4 by the 2. It becomes the 4 by 2. So the answer has become the 2. Correct? You can see by the graphical method, by the formula, or by the solving that simply the equation linear, we can find the 3 ways we have learned by which we can do it. This is the graphs of the polynomial, or the finding the value of the x by the graphical way. Correct? That is the way also you can find out. You have seen the line is a straight line in case of the linear. The maximum value, that is will be the only one, that will be set the alpha. The next we will see the very important, that is the quadratic. What is that? Quadratic polynomial. It is a very important. Correct? Now most of the question will be from this only. In this you will find that its standard formula is a px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where the a must not be equal to the 0. Correct? Here we find the what is the degree? The degree will be the 2. Correct? And the second, what will be the roots? The roots will be called the alpha and the beta. Correct? So it will be the maximum, it can be the 2, correct? There can be the 2 roots, alpha and the beta, understood? This much is, there will be the, okay. So in this, when you plot the graph, there will be the, always the curve will be there. How it will be looking like, I'll give the example. It will be like this. It will be like this, correct? So the 2 points will be there. So the alpha and beta value you can get it. The another can be like this, where you get like this. There are the 2 points are there. This can be the, where the value of the x is there on the x-axis, that will be there. There can be the another way where you find that this is coming like this. So there is only 1 point. There can be like this. There is a touching or intersecting only 1 point. In that, say you will get the alpha and beta. You can get the alpha and beta of the x and value. There you will get the alpha is equal to the beta. So the only one will be there. There will be alpha is equal to beta. So the only one, correct? Only one value होगा, correct? समझ गए? Only one value होगा, correct? This is the way you can get it. The other type you will get where it is not at all intersecting, correct? Not at all intersecting. In that condition, there will be no value of the x, correct? So x value you are not getting, understood? The what are the shapes can be there. If the okay, so you have seen the 2 types of the parabola. This curve is said to be the parabola. What we call the parabola. This is parabola, the shape. The MCQ question or somewhere they can ask, what is this parabola? The parabola is like this shape. This is called the upward. This is called the upward parabola. This is called the downward, correct? Downward, the parabola, understood? Parabola. How to find out without drawing? How can you find out this quadratic equation is a upward parabola or the downward parabola? It's a very simple. The equation is a ax square plus the bx plus c. If a is greater than 0, then it will be the upward, correct? Upward parabola, correct? Parabola. Example, greater than 0 means it can be the like the 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? If the a is a coefficient of the x square, if the a is lesser than 0, then it will be the downward, correct? Down I am writing the dn, correct? Downward the parabola, correct? The parabola, where you will find the coefficient of the x square, that is a will be -1, -2, -3, etc. Correct? So you understood the third point. The what will be the parabola, whether it is will the upward or the downward. Correct? So that is the way, without drawing, you can find. Okay. So we have already understood the where the parabola intersect x axis, that value of x ordinate will be the value of will be the roots of the polynomial, correct? The wherever it is meeting, that becomes the roots of that. 2 places meeting, 1 place meeting, the only one. If not touching the x-axis, there will not be the real value of. If not intersecting, if a parabola not intersecting x-axis, you should understand no real values of x, or you say no real roots, correct? Whatever you say, the both are same. Finding the value of x, telling the alpha beta, or the finding the roots, all the three are the synonyms, correct? Different way we are telling it. So we will see the one of the examples. The example we will see, correct? The how to solve the question and the what type of the question they can ask you. The question, the what is the question, correct? In the question they will ask is The question is the suppose draw a. The question will take the one of the question. It said draw draw a graph, draw a graph, draw a graph of the quadratic of the quadratic the polynomial. They have given the draw a graph of a quadratic polynomial. The polynomial they have given the fx is equal to they have given the 3 minus 2x minus x square. Correct? They have given like this. Okay, you have to draw it and find the values and find the values and find the values of alpha and beta. Correct? Alpha and beta also you have to find out. What you will do it? The first step what you will do? Let a polynomial x or the function x be y. Correct? Y. The first step y. So what you will write now? The equation or the polynomial becomes y is equal to 3 minus 2x minus x square. If you feel that it is inconvenient, you can write in the state, make it a state. The more power you can write the minus x square minus 2x plus 3. Correct? You can make in this sequence. Correct? In the descending order of the exponent or the power. Correct? You got it now? Now what you will do it? You will give the values of that. So here you make the tabular form where you can write the x and y values. Correct? So you top you write the x on the bottom y. There is no extender the hard and fast rule. Correct? You can write the y on the top, x on the bottom. Correct? It depends upon the u. Correct? So we will take the v values. We are taking the suppose minus 4x. Then we are getting the y minus the 5. When we take the minus 3x, it becomes the 0. When we take the minus 2, it becomes the 3. When we take the minus 1, then it becomes the minus 1. Then it becomes the 4. When we take the 0, it becomes the 3. When we take the 1, it becomes the 0. When we take the 2, it becomes the minus 5. So the one of the things we will say, any of the things we can say, we will take the first, this one I am proving it. So the one by one you can check it, this value has been, how to find out. Suppose if the x is equal to 2 I am taken, how I derived it, just I am showing. So you will write the y is equal to 3 minus, y is equal to that is a x square minus x square minus 2x and plus 3. So the y is equal to the minus x square. So we will put the minus the 2 square. The minus 2 into the 2, x के value 2 डालोगे and plus 3 कितना होता है is equal to minus this becomes the 4. Correct? This becomes the 4 minus the 4 and plus 3 कितना हो गया minus 8 and plus 3. So you are getting the minus 5. So you can see that 2 when you are putting the y value, you are getting the minus 5. The one by one, you can put the values and find out. Correct? If you draw the equation, now how to draw the equation? You have to make like this. Correct? You have to make like this. So this is the x and the x dash. Correct? O is the origin. This is the y and that becomes the y dash. Correct? So you can write this 1, the 2, 3, the 4, 5, 6, 7 and the 8. This we can take the minus 1, the minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, the minus 6. This we can say the 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. This becomes the minus 1, the minus 2, the minus 3, minus 4, the minus 5 and the minus 6, minus 7. Correct? What not? You can draw it. So what is that? The first we will take the minus 4 and the 5. 5 is on the y-axis and the minus 4 on the x. So where is a minus 4? We have come here. Minus 4. We'll go to the first is a minus 4 and minus 5. This is the minus the 5. So we will go from minus 4 towards the minus 5. So where we are coming? It is a minus 5. 5 is here and the 4 is here. So we are coming somewhere the here. It's a minus 4 minus 5. Correct? This is the way. X we are writing the first. Then we will go for the minus 3 and the 0. We are going minus 3 and the 0. So the minus 3 we have come to the x-axis and 0 y's. So it is a minus 3 0. Correct? The next is a minus 2 3. So minus 2 is here and 3 is here. Correct? So it will be here. Correct? So it will be the here. It is a the minus 2 and the 3. Correct? You got it, minus 2 and 3. The next is a minus 1. This is a minus 1 and the 4. So minus 1 and the 4. So minus 1 and the 4. We are getting it here somewhere. It's a minus 1 and the 4 is there. The next we will go to the next is a 0 3. So it is a x 0 and we are going on the 3. So it becomes the 0 3. Correct? 0 and the 3. The next number we are getting the 1 and the 0. 1 and the, so we will go to the 1 and the 0. So this becomes the 1 and the 0. Correct? So next is the 2 minus 5. We are going to the 2 and coming down to the minus 5. So it becomes here. This is the minus, this is the, sorry, 2 minus 5. Correct? 2 minus the 5, you got it. Now you draw it. When you draw it, how it goes? It goes from here. Correct? It will go here like this. It is going here to here. It is coming here, touching here to this way, and this becomes the what are the things you can see it here. You can see the peak values, the peak values, the peak coordinates, the peak coordinates. The peak coordinate is here. This is the minus 1, the 4. Correct? You got it? The what is the shape? The shape is a downward. Correct? Downward parabola. Correct? Downward parabola. Correct? Downward parabola. Because in the this equation also you can find out, because you can find that a is equal to minus 1. So it has to be the downward the parabola. The third, we can find the 2 points intersect. The 2 points it intersect of x-axis. Their coordinates are, what is the coordinates? Minus 3 0 and the 1 and 1 and 0. Correct? So this much you got it. The so what you will get it? The x can be, so the alpha, directly I am writing, alpha will be minus 3 and the beta will be the 1. Correct? Beta will be 1. So you will get the two values of the x, that is a minus 3 and the 1. Correct? So the alpha and beta you can write it. You can interchange also. You can say the beta is equal to minus 3 and the alpha is equal to 1. Correct? So there is no change in that. So you understood that this much value you understood. If you know, if you understood, then there will not be any problem, any question is asked regarding the quadratic polynomial, finding the value of that, evaluating it, drawing the graph, the shape of the graph, finding the alpha and beta. Correct? These all are the ways you can find out. The little you should know about the cubic. Next is a cubic polynomial. You need to know must about that. In that cubic, you know the degree. The degree is always the cubic, means the 3. Correct? And the roots will be 3. Roots will be 3. That is the alpha, beta, and the gamma. 3. That is a maximum. Maximum. It can be the less than that also. Less than 3 also can be. 3 also can be. Correct? Also that can be less than the 3 also the roots can be. If it is a 3, the standard formula you know it. The px is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Understood? This is the standard formula of the cubic polynomial. Normally, if you draw it, if it is intersect, 3 values are there. If the 3 values are there, then normally you will find that the shape will be like that, correct? So you find that this is the point, this is the point, the 3 points are there, 3 will be values, correct? If you find that it is not having the 3 values, only 2 intersection is there, the 2 intersections are there, then you will say there is a 3 less than 3 also can be, correct? The x square. Okay, so 3 intersections are there, then you will find the 3 value of the x will be there, that will be denoted by the alpha, beta and the gamma. If you find that no, it is a cubic, but it is not having the cubic, it is having like that only, the third is not intersecting, then it will have the only 2 values, correct? So it can be the even the 2 values. So what I said, there can be the maximum 3 value for the MCQ question, and there can be the lesser than that also. That even the first part of the polynomial is finished. First part is finished. Jai Hind. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe and share to your friends also. Thank you very much. You can write the comments also. Thank you once more. Jai Hind.